So if you can come. All right. Any other questions? Third Saturday in July and August, and then after that, it's the first Saturday of every month. Anything else? Okay, let's just practice, friends. So let's go ahead and get started in a comfortable seat. If you're already there, you can stay as you are. If you want to make any little adjustments to get more comfortable, feel free. And then I always like to just like move a little bit, wiggle a little bit. So any little movements that might feel good in your body right away, go ahead and take them before settling in. Eventually, just find stillness. So sit up nice and tall. Feel the length in your spine. So with your eyes closed, just feel your spinal column. See if you can create a little more space in between each vertebra. See if you can feel into the length in the back of your neck. Let your facial muscles soften. Let your shoulders just kind of melt down away from your ears. And then just take a moment in this seated meditation on this Sunday morning to notice how you feel, to notice how you are. So physically, what's present, what's going on inside. And then also energetically, emotionally, what have you brought with you to practice today? We're not trying to change or fix or control anything. We're just noticing. We're just bringing in awareness, paying more attention. Start to notice the rise and fall of your breath, the expansion and contraction of each inhale, each exhale. Next time you breathe in, very intentionally, fill up as big as you can with breath. And as you fill up, maybe you get a little taller. Perhaps you take up just a little more space. Hold in fullness. And then big open mouth sigh, let it go. Ah. Good, couple more times like that. So inhale, fill up. Imagine you can breathe all the way down the length of your spine, all the way down into your low belly, low back, even hips, pelvis, all the way up into the crown of your head. And then exhale, big sigh, let it go when you're ready. Ah. Do that one more time. Biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. So take a moment to feel this breath, this prana, this life force. Let it fill up all the little tiny spaces. Hold in that fullness. Maybe even take an extra sip at the top. Big sigh, let it go. Ah, just letting go of stress, anxiety, any heaviness you're holding. Seal your lips now and begin to cultivate Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. The inhale is like you're taking a really deep, slow motion gas. The exhale is like you're fogging up a window with your lips sealed over the breath. So take as much time as you want, just in your seated meditation, connecting to your breath, finding your own rhythm. Whenever you feel ready, come forward to hands and knees. Take your breath with you and start to move either through cat-cows. So cat-cows are always a good place to start. You can get as intuitive as you would like. So from your cat-cows, maybe you start to move your hips side to side. Maybe you start to circle your hips all the way around, big, huge circles. Maybe you want to sit back into a child's pose for a moment, puppy pose. Come forward towards Cobra or up dog. So just exploring your body in your own way from your hands and your knees. And that can look so many different ways. So if you want to, you can even sit back into a kneeling position, stretch from there. Maybe you spin your fingers out to the sides or back towards your knees and kind of rock forward, back around the middle circles, getting into your wrists and your forearms. I personally love to keep my eyes closed here and just go into my body. So see if you can let go of your thinking, talking, judging mind a little bit. That part of yourself that wonders if you look weird or if you're doing it right or how everybody else looks in the room. Let go of that and allow yourself to just feel from the inside. In your next few rounds, downward facing dog. So you can start your transition whenever you're ready, and you can get there however you'd like. Maybe you want to move through a vinyasa. Maybe you want to hover your knees and tabletop, then slowly lift your hips back and up. Is that too loud, Paul, or is it okay? It's okay. Once you're in your down dog, no rush. Keep exploring. So maybe pedal out your heels, maybe shift your hips from side to side. Maybe you want to come forward to plank, press back to down dog a few times. So in your dog pose, don't worry so much, especially for this first one, about getting your legs straight. Don't worry so much about getting your heels to the ground. So if it feels better in your body, bend your knees a lot. And then focus on that length from your fingertips all the way up to your sit bones. So if you come to my class often, you always hear me talk about that invisible rope that's attached to your belly button. Imagine there's a rope attached to your belly button and it's literally pulling up towards the ceiling, tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So see if you can feel a lift that comes from your center, rather than feeling like all of the weight is moving down into your hands, your wrists. Spread your fingers and push down with your fingertips. Imagine you're taking energy from the earth and moving it up through your arms, through your side bodies. Connect to your center, connect to your breath. Really nice poses, everybody. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. As you exhale, gaze forward to the top of your yoga mat, however you want to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, take a pause, be in your fold. So for this first one, I like my feet at least hip-width distance apart, sometimes even wider. You can choose what feels best for you. If you want, ragdoll pose, grab opposite elbows, or even bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers at the base of your skull, give the back of your neck a little bit of traction. You might sway side to side. You might bob a little bit up and down. Try not to rock back into your heels. So your weight is more in the pads of your toes and the balls of your feet. You might have a big bend in your knees. See if you can lift your butt, your sit bones straight up towards the sky. Crown of your head towards the ground. You're just like a little rag doll hanging from that invisible rope. It's still attached to your belly button. So how does it feel to just dangle, to sway, to bob, to let your head be heavy? Feel into that. Good. Take one more great big breath. Next time you inhale, halfway lift. So like you're gazing over the edge of a diving board, lengthen back of your neck long. Exhale, bow and fold. Do that once more. Halfway lift position. So top of your head reaches forward, tops of thighs press back, broaden through your sit bones. Exhale, fold. This time all the way up. So come through your halfway lift. Inhale, arms to the sky, big stretch. Good. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Flow with your breath. High mountain. Inhale. Slow swan dive. So exhale, lead with your heart all the way down. Take your time, traction out your spine. Nice, Christine. As you inhale, grow into your halfway lift. Lengthen. So feel the length in your spine. Yes. Exhale, bow, let it go. Crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, navel to spine. Lead with your heart, rise. Reverse swan dive. Inhale, stretch your arms up, maybe gaze up. Hands to heart with your exhale. One more just like that. It's a meditation in motion. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, slow swan dive. So feel your body move through space. You might bend your knees a lot. So if you feel it in your low back, bend your knees. Halfway lift position, Ardha Uttanasana. Breathe in. Beautiful. Exhale, bow and fold. Press into your feet, lead with your heart, rise up. Stretch your arms up, big inhale. And exhale, reconnect with you, hands to heart center. Pause here for just a moment, hands at your heart, or if you'd rather, you can bring your arms down by your sides with your palms open towards the front of the room. So standing in your mountain pose, close your eyes and find awareness inside. So feel the grounding, the rooting down through your feet. Draw up through the crown of your head. See if you can feel into a neutral pelvis and a neutral spine, and then broaden through your shoulders and collarbones. So how does it feel to stand with so much awareness, so much attention? How does it feel to stand well, to stand strong in your body? If there's a personal intention that you would like to bring into your own practice today, take a moment to focus on that. So maybe it's an intention for this class. Maybe it's an intention for your day, for your week, for your month, maybe even for your year. It only has to make sense to you. So take a moment, focus on that, perhaps embody it or visualize it in some way. And if you've got nothing, maybe it's just presence, being open, being present. Next time you inhale, breathe in as big as you can and imagine you're breathing that intention into every single little space inside of you. Hold in fullness, let it circulate around. And then open mouth size, send it out into the universe. Let go of how it shows up. Beautiful, friends. Ujjayi breath, arms to the sky, reach. Exhale, take your slow swan dive down, forward fold. Nice work. Good, Andrea. Halfway lift position with your inhalation. So, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow, Uttanasana. This time, plant your hands, step back to plank position. So, top of a push-up. Pause here for a moment. Make sure you're spreading your fingers really wide. Push down into your fingertips, especially thumbs and index. See if you can start to take little baby rocks forward and back. So just an inch or so of movement. You're not changing your position. You're just transferring your weight. It's like you're sawing through wood with your body or cutting through a loaf of bread. Yeah. Next time you inhale, take that little rock forward. So you're on your tippy toes. You can come down to your knees if you want to modify. Exhale, lower just halfway down. Try not to let your belly drop. Try not to let your shoulders roll forward. Inhale, push back up, high plank. Nice, Mary Jo. Exhale one more time. Little rock forward, lower halfway. Strong arms, strong belly. Good. Inhale, push back up. This time, as slow as you can go, all the way down to your belly. One strong straight line. Yes, awesome, Steve. Spider-Man Cobra. So bring your hands out wide, lift to your fingertips, elbows face the sky, lift your heart, breathe in. Good. As you exhale, twist to your right side and dip your left shoulder down. Feel the stretch there. Beautiful, nice rose. Inhale, come back to center. Lift your heart, tone your low belly, press through your shoelaces. Exhale, other side, twist. The right shoulder dips. Nice work. Come back to center, breathe in. Go one more time each direction, moving with your breath, feeling into your shoulders, your front body, back body, side bodies. You are in no rush. Beautiful job. Eventually, an inhale will bring you back to center. You can hold for as long as you'd like there. Downward facing dog is our destination, so get back in your own way when you are ready. Move with your breath, with awareness. Good job, friends. Once you're back in down dog, about 5 rounds. So you can move and explore if you want to. You can find stillness if you'd like. You can turn it into a turbo dog if you want a little more intensity. So if you're going for turbo dog, only thing that changes is your arms. Bend your elbows a lot, nice Paul, and squeeze your elbows in towards each other. So it's almost like you're in dolphin, but your forearms are hovering just an inch or so above the ground. Keep lifting your butt, keep lifting from your center, keep breathing. Soft through your face, unclench your jaw, loosen up through your forehead, and then feel into those big, spacious breaths. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, look forward to the top of your yoga mat, step or light hop, forward fold. Once you have arrived, final extension, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Fold in. Root through your feet all the way to stand. Arms reach up. Inhale. Hands to heart. Exhale. All right. Inhale, take your arms to the sky. Pause here. Interlace your fingers and steeple your index. Get your palms to press together if you can, and then biceps squeeze next to your ears. Get as tall as possible. Take one more in-breath, root through your feet. As you exhale, move your hips towards the window. So hips go left, upper body goes right. Try not to bring your left shoulder forward. So keep your left shoulder back and down, left bicep next to your ear rather than in front of your face. If you want, you can reach your right tiptoes out to the right. So most of your weight is in your left foot. Really press into the inner edge of your left foot. Breathe down your left side. Nice, Brian. So breathe into your left rib cage, the space between your ribs, your left waistline. Imagine you can elongate your waistline just by breathing bigger. Take one more round. Inhale back to the center. So both feet on the ground, realign, get long. Exhale, up and over other side. So hips go right first and then upper body goes left. If you try to create this with just your upper body, you're very limited in your range of motion. So initiate the stretch from your lower body. Most of your weight is in your right foot. Press into the inner edge. Maybe reach your left tiptoes out to the left. Yes, maybe you're hovering your left foot, balancing. Awesome, Erin. Where is your breath? Can you make it even bigger? One more round. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades, squeeze your spine. If you want more, press your palms together. Try not to lock out your elbows as you reach your hands back away from your body. So just as far as you can. And then if you'd like, add a back bend. So lift your heart, not just your head, but your heart comes from your mid and your upper back. Hug in with your inner thighs, gently press your hips forward. Take one more great big inhale. Keep your clasp, hinge at your hips, lead with your heart. Exhale all the way down, forward fold. See if you can keep your fingers interlaced for about 2 or 3 breaths in your forward fold. So it might be helpful to bend your knees or take your feet out wider. Try to relax your neck, head heavy, shake yes, no, maybe so. See if you can lift your butt higher, lift your knuckles higher. If you're pressing your palms and that's too much, you can let that part go. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, hands to your low back, then release. Good, let your arms hang. You can give them a gentle shake out if you'd like. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift position. And exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat. Vinyasa, however you would like. Find your way back to down dog. Very nice, you guys. Good, Lisa. Good breathing. All right. So big, spacious Ujjayi breath. Next, inhale, take your right leg to the sky. So see if for this one, you can keep your hips square, even if that means you can't lift your right leg very high. So hips square, inner thighs, good adjustment. Inner thighs face each other, and then push down with your fingertips as you press up with your right leg. So like you're stomping your right foot on the top corner of the back wall. See if you can still feel that connection to center, that lift that comes from your belly button. Beautiful poses, powerful poses. Take one more big inhale, awesome Wit. As you exhale, right knee to your nose. So push the ground away, curl in. Stay here as you breathe in. Shoulders are over wrists. You're high on your back, tippy toes. Exhale, step forward, low lunge. Give yourself just a moment to work your legs in whatever way that feels good to you. So anything that calls to you in your body today, maybe you straighten your front leg, maybe you open your front hip, maybe your back knee comes down. Maybe all you do is close your eyes, put your awareness in your legs and breathe. It doesn't have to be anything too fancy, just feeling into your legs, your hips, your hamstrings. your knees, your ankles, even your toes. Take about 2 more rounds or so, and then high crescent lunge is where we'll meet up. So as you are ready, no rush. Front knee over front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot. Nice, Kara, and then settle in. So the stability in this pose comes by hugging towards midline. So front hip pulls back hip pulls forward, and that's where you get your really strong foundation. It's like you're plugging the femur bones into the sockets. Tone your low abdominals, so feel that little navel to spine connection. And as you feel that, see if you can lift your heart a little higher, grow your spine a little longer. Yes, reach through your fingertips and possibly even take your gaze slightly up. Then take a moment and just feel, what does it feel like to be in my body in crescent lunge on this Sunday morning? What does it feel like to breathe into every little space inside of me? And then notice, are you tensing up through your face? Are you clenching your jaw? Are you tensing up through your shoulders? How can you make this pose just a little bit softer, sweeter? Take one more big inhale. Maybe reach just a tiny bit higher. As you exhale, bring your hands to the earth. And then let's open it up into a warrior 2. So back heel pivots down, back foot parallel to the back edge of your mat. Cartwheel your arms up, Virabhadrasana 2. Good. So take a moment now, settling into this posture. Your right toes face directly forward, left toes face directly to the left. Wrap your front butt cheek, your right butt cheek underneath your body. So if it's sticking out behind you, wrap it underneath. Next time you breathe in, reverse warrior. So front palm rotates up, reach up and back. Keep the deep bend in your front knee. Keep pressing into the outer edges of both feet. Nice, you guys. This is just an option. You do not have to take it. Option to reach your left arm up, clasp your hands, steeple your index fingers. So it's just like that side body stretch that we took at the top of our mat a moment ago. See if you can feel that same length in your right side. Good. Keep bending your front knee, tracking it toward your pinky toe. Breathe into your right waistline. See if you can lift your right ribs up away from your right hip. Take one more big inhale. Nice work. Exhale, come back to warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. So all 10 toes face the windows. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades hug your spine. If you would like, reach your hands back, maybe add the slightest little back bend. Heart lifts, gaze lifts. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hinge at your hips, lead with your heart all the way down, wide-legged forward fold with your fingers interlaced. We'll be here about 5 breaths. See if you can keep your hands clasped for at least 3 of those. So lift your butt, lift your sit bones, feel that connection to center. Crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky. Squeeze through the fronts of your thighs. Try not to rock back into your heels. Nice, Mike. See if you can lift your knuckles higher. Possibly even start to reach your knuckles towards the windows. Relax your neck, soften your face. If you want to let go of the clasp, we've got just a couple more breaths. You can let it go if you want. Keep breathing slow, steady, spacious. Feel whatever there is to feel. Notice whatever there is to notice. Allow your body to be in sensation. And breathe slowly. Tell it it's okay. You don't have to freak out. You are safe. You can relax. Take one more inhale, everyone. If you still got your clasp, exhale, hands to low back, then release. Halfway lift position. Next inhale, fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees as much as necessary. Crawl your hands to the top of your mat. Rotate your toes to face forward. We're back in a low lunge here. Keep your left hand on the ground or on a block, revolve lunge. So right arm to the sky, open up. Legs strong, nice, Jen. So the power of this pose comes from your back leg. Feel that. Imagine you're trying to pull your right hip towards the back of the room, but at the same time, your right knee is hugging towards your left armpit. It's magnetized to your left armpit. Twist from your center. See if you can take your gaze up to your right fingertips. See if you can work your twist with your last breath just a little bit further. So exhale to twist, twist, twist. End of your exhale, let it go. Low lunge. Now listen, 3-legged down dog. So take your right leg all the way back and up. Open up your hip this time. Bend your knee, reach your knee out, reach your knee up. So your right hip stacks on top of left. Imagine you've got a rolled up washcloth behind your right knee and you're trying to squeeze it and wring it out. Make your right foot active. Push into the ground with your fingertips. One more inhale. Exhale, right knee to your left elbow or as close as you can come. So shoulders over hips, or excuse me, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, three-legged dog. You can open up your hip if you want. Scorpion your right leg. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. So get as high as you can on your right arm. Again, shoulders over wrists. Yes, inhale, three-legged. Option to scorpion your right leg if you'd like. Last one, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, hollow out. Good, inhale, re-extend. Open your right hip. And then option, if you feel ready to flip your dog. So find a three-legged back bend, right foot comes down, beautiful. Nice, Scotty, reach your right arm forward, heart forward, lift your hips. So feel your back muscles squeeze around your spine, breathe into your front body. Take one more huge breath, beautiful poses. Come back, everybody, regular down dog. So both feet, both hands on the ground, walk it out for a moment. Maybe notice right side versus left side. How does it feel? Great big inhale into your dog pose. Exhale, gaze to the top of your yoga mat, step or float, forward fold. Once you've arrived, spinal extension, breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, bow, fold. Now listen, chair pose. So bend your knees, weight in your heels, lift your heart. Arms to the sky, or if it feels better, hands can be at your heart center, cactus arms. So if you feel lots of strain in your neck, then take a different variation with your arms. Bring your feet hips width distance apart if they are not already there. Make sure all 10 toes face directly forward. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, we're gonna twist to the right. Left hand comes down in between your feet, right arm to the sky. So try to keep your knees nice and even with one another. Your butt is reaching back, crown is reaching forward, spine long. Right arm reaches up, or if you want, you can wrap your right arm around your low back, half bind, full bind if it's in your practice. Bird of paradise, if you feel like you're ready to go there, go for it. Take about 2 more rounds, 2 or 3 more big breaths. I think twisted chair, just holding in your regular twisted chair is super hard. It's super uncomfortable. Can you be with it? Breathe into it, soften around it. Awesome, friends. Wherever you are at, one more breath to work your pose. Very end of your exhale, slowly unwind, forward fold. So take a moment, maybe a ragdoll, maybe you just walk your hands to one side, the other side. Halfway lift position with your next inhale. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back, plank pose, pause in your plank. Vashiskasana, right hand is your base. So side plank, roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot, or bring your right knee down. Rebecca is demoing the modification. Right knee can come down, no big deal. So make it work for you. Right arm might reach forward towards the front of the room. Find that side body stretch. Maybe left arm might reach forward and then left leg might float up. So your fullest expression, whatever that looks like for you, right here, right now, feel into it, breathe into it. One more huge inhale. Good job. Exhale, slow motion plank or modified plank. Inhale at the top, push the ground away. And then again, slow motion, exhale all the way to your belly, one strong straight line. Yeah, start with a baby cobra. So use your back straight to peel your heart open, to lift your heart. And then keep your heart lifted, float your hands up, reach your hands back, float your feet up, reach your toes back, locust pose. Hug in with your inner thighs. Yes, beautiful. And then awesome, Mary Jo, use the strength in your mid back to lift higher. So to find those mid back muscles, what I do, I bend my elbows and I try to squeeze them closer to each other behind my back. So see if you can find strength you didn't even know you had. Take one more inhale. Yes. Awesome, Brian. Exhale, let it go. Rest for a moment. Head can go to either side. Maybe windshield wiper your shins or just kind of shimmy your hips. Breathe down into your low back. Ujjayi breath. Slow, steady, even smooth. In your next 3 to 5 rounds, however you want to get there, downward facing dog. So take your time, notice, feel, observe, reconnect to your breath. So learn how to use your breath to support you in your practice, to power you from the inside, rather than feeling like it's something you have to remember, rather than feeling like it's something you have to fight against. Keep practicing and see if you can learn how to hone in on it. Use it as your greatest tool. Next time you inhale, left leg to the sky, 3-legged down dog. If you want to give your left hip a little bit of opening at first, that's fine, but then square them off. So inner thighs face each other. Doesn't matter how high your left leg goes, but I do care about strength and length. So make your left leg as long, as strong, and as powerful as you can. Try to press up and back towards the top corner of the back wall as you press forward and down into all 10 fingertips, especially thumbs and index. Keep lifting from your center. Keep breathing. One more big inhale all the way up into your left foot. Exhale, left knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly, round your spine, shoulders over wrists on your back, tippy toes. Inhale. See if you can lift higher through your waistline. And then exhale, step through softly. Give yourself a moment to just stretch your legs, to work your legs in whatever way calls to you on this side. So same thing you did on the other side or something completely different. Just noticing, feeling, bringing in extra awareness, communicating what's going on with you today. Hips, hamstrings, knees, ankles, toes. In your next couple of rounds, high crescent. Nice job. So set yourself up with stability, with awareness. Awesome. Width. So left hip pulls back, right hip pulls forward. Usually for me, that action is a little more exaggerated than I want it to be. So if you exaggerate it, if you really feel into that, all of a sudden you feel so much stability in your legs. You feel like somebody could come push you. You wouldn't even collapse. You would not move. You're so strong. You're so rooted. So strong foundation through your legs. Then your upper body is your expression. So feel into your unique expression of this posture today. Lift your heart, reach through your fingertips, maybe take your gaze up, maybe even the littlest smile on your face. So in all this engagement, all this strength work, how can you find a little bit of softness, a little bit of sweetness? Yes, one more big inhale, reach up. Beautiful, you guys. Exhale, hands come down. And then pivot your back heel down, setting up for warrior 2. So take a moment, back foot parallel to the back edge of your mat, and then cartwheel your arms up. Front heel either intersects your back arch or lines up with your back toes. And then really work on wrapping your front butt cheek underneath you. So your front knee tracks towards your pinky toe. Yes. Nice job. Next time you breathe in, reverse your warrior. Front palm rotates up, reach up, try to touch the sky, then reach back. Keep the deep bend in your front knee. Feel as if you are lifting your left rib cage up away from your left hip. Yes, nice, Mike. If there's a variation you want to move into, go for it. Maybe you bring your right arm up, interlace, steeple your index. So feel the length in your left side. This is a side body stretch, not a back bend. Tone your low belly, navel to spine. Soften your face, bend your front knee, wrap your front butt cheek. Take one more big inhale, reach. Exhale, warrior two. Straighten your front leg and parallel your feet. So all 10 toes now, face the right side of the room, arms to the sky, breathe in. And then this time, exhale, swan dive down anywhere you want to go for about 5 rounds. So feel whatever there is to feel, make any little adjustments to get more out of it. So in these moments where we pause, where you have time to explore on your own, rather than tuning out, going somewhere else, tune in. Stay in your body, stay with your breath. Get all the juice out of this pose. So even the littlest adjustments sometimes can make the biggest difference. Even if you've been here thousands of times before, today, how does it feel in your body? Today, how can you create more space on the inside? Really nice, you guys. Couple more rounds. Next inhalation, come to a halfway lift position, fingertips on the ground, bend your knees as much as necessary. Crawl your hands forward, so like you're spider crawling forward, rotate your toes forward, pivot to the ball of your back foot, so you're in a low lunge once again. Right hand will stay on the ground or a block, left arm to the sky for your twists, revolve lunge. So try to feel this twist right at your belly, right at your center. Not in your legs so much, not in your arms, but right from your core. Imagine you're trying to drag your left hip towards the back of the room, but at the same time, left knee hugs towards right armpit. Back leg strong and powerful. Big spacious breath. So maybe the tiniest extra effort behind your breath. See if you can feel it all the way down in your belly. And then use your exhales to twist, twist, twist. Last round. Very nice, you guys. End of your exhale, unwind. Low lunge. 3-legged down dog. Take your left leg back and up. Open up your hip this time. Bend your knee. So it's like your left hip is a hinge on a door and your left leg is the door. It just swings open. So your shoulders don't move, your hands don't move. This literally comes from your left hip, the mobility in your left hip. Make your left foot active, squeeze through the back of your left knee, your invisible roll up washcloth. Take one more inhale, push down through your fingertips. Exhale, left knee, right elbow as close as you can come. So shoulders over wrists, use your obliques, you're on your back, tippy toes. Inhale, 3-legged dog, scorpion your leg if you want. Exhale, left to left, get as high as you can on your left arm, so aim for your armpit. Yes, beautiful. Inhale, 3-legged dog, option to open your hip if you'd like. Last one, scoop out your belly, knee to your nose. So round your spine, round, round, round. Lift your waistline, push the ground away. Inhale, 3-legged dog, open your hip. And then option to flip your dog if you would like. Left foot comes down, nice and easy. Left arm reaches forward. Beautiful, friends, heart forward. Breathe all the way down into your belly. Stretch your front body. One more round. Downward facing dog, come back, walk it out. Great big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, gaze forward, step, tiptoe or float, forward fold, top of your mat. Halfway lift position, breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, fold, bow. All right, root through your feet, bend your knees, lift your heart, chair pose. So weight in your heels, sit back, good. See if you can pick up your toes and spread them, make your feet feel alive. Make sure all 10 toes face forward. You're not duck-footed or pigeon-toed. And then feet are about hips width distance apart. So adjust if you need to. Take one more inhale. Exhale, twist towards the windows. Right hand comes down in between your feet, left arm to the sky. You can always bring your right hand to a block to modify. Yes, stay where you're at, or maybe your left arm wraps behind you, half bind, full bind if it's available to you. Bird of paradise if you feel like playing and you want to go there. So your pose, your expression, wherever you are at, work it with your breath. So again, I think twisted chair is one of the hardest poses to hold and to just sit in. So see if you can be there, breathe into it, soften around it. Each exhale, you twist just a tiny bit further from the inside. 2 more rounds, everybody. I know it's a lot. Be with that discomfort. Know that it's only temporary. Very end of your next exhale, let it go. Good work. Forward fold. Take a moment for yourself. Maybe a little ragdoll. Maybe walking your hands over to one side. Inhale, halfway lift, realign. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Vashiskasana, side plank. Left hand is your foundation this time. So roll onto the baby toe edge of your left foot, or left knee can come down to modify. Yeah, Rose is demoing modification on your forearm. So if you're taking care of your wrist, go for it. Come down to your forearm. Lift your hips really high. Maybe right arm reaches towards the front of the room. So side body lengthens. Maybe right leg even floats up. If your right leg floats up, lift your hips higher. Take one more huge inhale, your fullest expression. Beautiful work. Exhale, plank or modify. Push the ground away at the top. Breathe in. Exhale all the way down, slow motion. Baby cobra to begin. So just like we did before, lift with your back strength rather than your arm strength. Float your hands up, nice Christine, reach your hands back. Float your feet up, reach your toes back. So we're in locust pose. You can stay in locust, or here are a couple options. Option to either interlace your fingers or full floor bow, bend your knees, grab hold of your ankles or the tops of your feet, kick feet into hands, pull hands back into feet. All variations, hug in with your inner thighs to keep you out of your low back, so you're not crunching through your low back. Use the mobility in your mid and your upper back to lift your heart higher. Open through your shoulders, lengthen through the back of your neck, breathe down into your belly, your pose, your expression. One more big inhale. Beautiful, let it go, exhale. Rest your head to either side. Take a moment like a belly down Shavasana. Feel the ground underneath you, it supports. If you want a windshield wiper your shins, if you'd like to even try egg beater with your shins, so like you're throwing them into a mixing bowl, circling your feet in opposite directions at opposite times. And then in your next 3 to 5 rounds, however you want to get back there, downward facing dog. So maybe you want to lay on your belly for that whole time. Maybe you want to take some cat cows or child's pose, vinyasa. Downward facing dog in your own time. Reconnect to your ujjayi. So if you've lost it, now is your time to bring it back. Slow it down, smooth it out. Powerful and strong. So even your breath has that balance of effort and ease, softness and strength. All right, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. And exhale, use your core, step your right foot all the way up to the top of your yoga mat, low lunge. We're gonna move into revolve half moon. So you can take blocks with you if you're using them. Start to walk your hands forward and float your back foot off the ground. So try to get to a place where you feel like your spine and your back leg are parallel to the earth. You've got a long, strong line from the crown of your head back to your left heel. Hips are square. Bend your standing leg if it's helpful. Keep your left hand on the ground or on a block. Bring your right hand to your right hip. And I even like to bring my thumb into the little crease in my hip, stick it in there, and then literally push your right hip back. Push it towards the back wall. Feel your inner thighs squeeze, and your body should automatically start to twist to the right. Work that twist, eventually right arm to the sky if you can. So work it from your center. If your hips are not square, this is gonna be so much harder. So lower your left butt cheek a little bit, squeeze your inner thighs, twist from your center. See if you can feel that connection to center. Nice, Andrea, back leg strong, powerful. Take one more huge round, your fullest expression. Maybe reach a little higher. Good job. End of your exhale, unwind. Step your left foot down at the top of your yoga mat. Bring your feet out to the width of your yoga mat. Bring your toes off of your mat. So toes wider than heels. Heels in, toes out. Low squat, Malasana. If you can, keep your heels down. If you need to lift your heels, that's okay. And then if you've got your heels down, see if you can even pick up your toes and spread them. Good. Rather than rounding your spine, imagine you're a turtle coming out of its shell. So broaden through your collarbones, lift through the crown of your head. Breathe down into your hips. You can stay where you are at, or option for a twist to the left. So right arm out to the right, and then left arm to the sky. Open up, gaze up at your left fingertips. If the bind is in your practice, you want to take it, feel free. Take about 2 more rounds here. Good. End of your next exhale, just let it go. Let's even ourselves out, just for evenness sake. Right arm to the sky if you're taking that twist. If you're holding, perfect. Just keep holding in your low squat. Bind if you'd like. Breathe. Really good, you guys. And I'll leave it up to you when you feel pretty much even. You can let it go. We'll meet back in down dog. So to get there, you can either just plant your hands, step your feet back, or if you want, you can plant your hands, play for a moment with crow pose, or maybe another arm balance that you've been working on. Eventually step back, or if a jump back is in your practice, feel free. Move through a vinyasa or skip it. Downward facing dog. Walk it out in your down dog. Feel into the difference between right side and left side. Maybe there's a big difference. Maybe there's not one at all that you can notice. So just taking in information, no judgment, just observation. Inhale, left leg to the sky, stretch it out. Now use your core strength. Step your left foot forward, low lunge. Slowly moving towards our revolved half moon. So take blocks with you if you want. Walk your hands forward, pick your back foot up. So find that long, strong, powerful line from the top of your head back to your heel. It's like you're doing a halfway lift with your spine. Bend your standing leg if it's helpful. Left hand to left hip, maybe your thumb goes right in that little crease. Push your left hip back. Feel your inner thighs squeeze. Feel your upper body start to twist. Work the twist. So use your core strength, maybe left arm to the sky. Yes. Awesome, Rebecca. Back foot strong, back leg powerful. Good, Paul. See if you can feel your breath moving all the way down into your low belly. One more round, your fullest expression. Use your core to twist, twist, twist. End of your exhale, unwind, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift position. Exhale, fold and bow. This time, root through your feet. Take it all the way to stand, arms to the sky. So big, full body stretch. Breathe in. Hands to heart. Exhale. Breath to movement flow just for one moment. Inhale, reach up. Interlace your fingers. Steeple index. Exhale. Side body stretch to the right. Send your hips to the left. Empty all the way out in your breath. Reach. Inhale, come through center. Other side as you exhale, up and then over. Inhale, center. Baby back bend. So cactus your arms, bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze, curl open, tone through your low abdominals. Inhale, re-extend, realign, neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Swan dive all the way down. Follow your breath, let it guide you. Halfway lift, inhale. And then exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, however you would like to get back to down dog. So your vinyasa, your way. Nice work, friends. Big, slow breaths. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Pigeon pose. Bring your right shin forward and set your body down gently. So right knee towards the outer right edge of your mat rather than in line with your right hip. So in order to get the external rotation, you need your knee wider than your hip rather than plopping into pigeon. So most of the time it's women that have just naturally hypermobile hips. So if I plop into pigeon, this is how it looks. Plop, and I can just fall asleep here. People are like, pigeon's so comfy. It shouldn't be comfy. Pull your front hip back hip forward, just like you do in a lunge. Keep pulling your front hip back as you bow forward. So it can be, I guess I shouldn't say that. It can be comfy, but you shouldn't be able to fall asleep in pigeon. There's something happening. Breathe into it. Feel it. Work the pose from the inside with your breath. You've got a little bit of activation through your front toes, like you're trying to spread them. Very good. Good awareness, everyone. Send your breath down into your hips. Maybe even come back to your own personal intention and explore, is there a way you can embody it here? Maybe, maybe not. So just present with what is, present with the sensation you feel in your hips, maybe even the discomfort. Can you breathe into it, soften, surrender, breath by breath. Take about 5 more. Open mouth exhales anytime. So if you feel like you just want to rinse or cleanse, there's some stuckness inside of you, just big exhale, let it go. Last couple around. Slowly, end of your next exhale, begin to lift your upper body. And we're going to come into a seated position from here. So now you can let your hips open, you can let your back knee bend, sit over onto your right butt cheek, swing your legs around, bring them both out in front of you for a moment and just give them a little shake out. Okay, left leg stays extended. Draw your right knee towards your chest and then right foot to the outside of your left thigh. You can choose to keep your left leg extended or bring your left heel towards your right butt cheek, but make sure both sit bones can stay rooted down. Hug your knee in and sit up really, really tall. Take your right arm to the sky, breathe in, and then twist to your right as you exhale. Right hand comes down behind you to a block or the ground. Try to keep your spine long so you're not leaning back and putting weight on your right hand. It's just there to encourage your twist. Maybe gaze back over your right shoulder, breathe down into your belly. Use each exhale to twist from the inside, a little bit further, wringing out. Yeah, left hand can be grabbing hold of your right knee or left elbow to the outside of your right knee. You can kind of latch it there if you want. Take about 2 more rounds. Use those exhales to twist from the inside. End of your next exhale, so take it all the way to emptiness. Unwind just your upper body to begin with. Bring your hands over to your left side and then take a little bow. So let your spine round, crown of your head towards the ground. And I even like to actively push the ground away as I round my spine and I kind of twist towards the back of the room. So even this really simple, basic posture, you can explore, you can feel into it. Take one more big breath down into your low back. End of your exhale, lift your upper body. If your left heel is towards your right butt cheek, extend your left leg forward. Take the sole of your right foot to your left inner thigh. So like a tree pose, but you're sitting on the ground, and then allow your hips to open towards the right side of the room. So we're not squaring our hips forward, we're letting them open. If we were to extend our right leg, we'd be in a wide-legged straddle. So right foot presses into left inner thigh, left toes face straight up towards the sky, flex them. Bring your right arm up, and then I just like my left hand on the top of my left thigh. Get as tall as you can, root through your sit bones, breathe in. Exhale like a side body stretch. Slide your left hand down your left leg, reach your right arm up, and then towards the front of the room. Try to stay open through your heart. So imagine your heart wants to rotate and look up towards the ceiling. Right side long. It's like a side body stretch rather than a forward fold. Open up. Sometimes I like to bring my left hand or left forearm to the inside of my leg. You can use that as leverage to open more. Breathe into your right side. Rib cage, waistline. If it's available to you to grab your left big toe with your right peace fingers, go for it. 2 more breaths. Pull your right shoulder back and down. So bicep next to your ear rather than in front of your face. Next time you inhale, rise up slowly, reach both arms up. Bring your right hand down behind you, fingers face away from your body. Push into your right hand, push into your left heel, lift your hips. So you're pressing through your left foot and your shin. And then reach your left arm back like a modified side plank or turn it into a modified wild thing. Heart rotates open. Yeah, breathe. So wherever you're at, lots of length, lots of space. One more great big huge breath. Open mouth sigh if you want it. Bring your sit bones down. Good job. And just give your legs a nice little shake out. You can bring them out in front of you. Maybe a couple rounds of windshield wipers. We'll meet back in down dog, so you can get there however you want. Option, if you want a little bit of core, to take boat pose, maybe 3 breaths or so. Hug in with your inner thighs, balance on your sit bones rather than rocking back onto your tailbone. Lift your heart. When you're ready, you'll cross your ankles, rock forward, either jump back to chaturanga with bent elbows or step back, 1 foot at a time. Move through a vinyasa or skip it. Downward facing dog. Slow deep breath. Inhale, left leg to the sky. And slowly pigeon pose, left shin forward. Set your body down. Nice width. So left knee toward the outer left edge of your mat rather than midline. Pull your left hip back as you take your heart forward. Nice, Christine. So if you feel like you could fall asleep in this pose, you're more than welcome to call me over and I'll teach you how to feel it. Nice, Jen. Really good awareness. I love it. Good work. Visualize your breath moving all the way down into your hips. Soften with your exhale. Notice, where do you tense up? Where do you resist without even realizing it? So if you're doing it right now on your mat, most likely you do it all the time out there in the world in real life. So start to notice. Are you clenching your jaw? Are you tensing up through your eyebrows, your forehead? Are you holding tension in your neck or your shoulders? And I like to explore the idea of softening through my heart space. What would that feel like? So maybe it's just an energetic softening. Take about 4 or 5 more breaths. Whatever comes, let it come. Whatever goes, let it go. You are not changing, fixing, controlling. You are just allowing for this wide open space to hold it all, to let life energy move through. So in the form of sensation, in the form of emotion, in the form of thoughts. So your thoughts, they're not going to stop. We're human. They're always coming and going. But start to detach from them. Start to watch them, witness them. Your thoughts are not you, not who you are. Just that voice in your head talking to you again. So start to observe it. Take what works. And if it doesn't resonate, if it's not in alignment with you, with who you want to be, let it go. It's a practice, just like a muscle. We have to learn how to strengthen it by using it over and over again, by coming back to this moment over and over again. Last couple breaths, open mouth size if you want. End of your next exhalation, nice and easy, begin to lift your upper body. And we'll come into a seat just like we did before. So mindfully sit over onto your left butt cheek, swing your back leg forward, take both legs out in front of you for just a second, give them a little shake out. And then draw your left knee towards your chest. Bring your left foot to the outside of your right thigh. Right leg can either stay extended, flex your toes, or if you'd like, right heel towards your left butt cheek, but make sure your left butt cheek isn't lifting. So both sit bones should stay rooted down. Hug your knee in, get super tall through your spine. Take your left arm to the sky, inhale. And then as you exhale, twist to your left. So left hand comes down behind you. Right hand can either gently tug on your left knee, a little bit of leverage, or if it's available, left elbow to the outside of your left knee. Gaze back over your left shoulder. So you're continuing the twist with your neck. Your eyes are open. Even continue the twist with your eyeballs. Try not to put too much weight on your back hand. So it's not there to support you. You're not leaning back on it. It's almost like a second spine. It's helping you get taller. Broaden your shoulders. Breathe down into your belly and twist. So intentional breaths. Using your exhales to ring out from the inside. Really nice. Not forceful. Just with each breath, encouraging your body a little bit deeper. Take one more round. All the way to empty with your exhale. End of your exhale, unwind just your upper body for now and hands over to your right side. Take that little bow, that little counter twist. So crown towards the ground, your left butt cheek now can lift. And you might even push down actively and round in. Maybe even kind of twist towards the back of the room. So feel into it. This can be super passive or more active, depending on what you need, what you make it. Take one more big breath. And then lift up. Right leg extends. So if it's not already, extend your right leg forward, sole of your left foot to your right inner thigh. So set yourself up to begin with. So your hips are open, your chest is open towards this left wall. If you're squared forward and then you try to do a side body stretch, it's so much harder. So make sure your hips are open. Yes, nice, Lisa. Left foot to your right inner thigh, right toes active. So facing straight up. Left hand to the sky, right hand to your right thigh. Get tall, breathe in. As you exhale, slide your right hand down your right leg, reach your left arm up and forward. So you're not forward folding. It's not knee towards your nose, nose towards your knee. Heart open, like your heart wants to look up. Sometimes, like I said, if it's available to you, right arm to the inside of right leg, press arm into leg, leg into arm. Use that to open you up even more. Breathe into your left side, waistline, rib cage. Tomorrow, I want you to be sore in your side bodies. Yeah. And you'll think of me and be like, oh, thanks, Katie. It was torture, but now I feel really good. Take one more big inhale. Reach, lengthen. Stay for your exhale. See if you can dive a little deeper. Good work. Inhale, rise up slowly. Arms to the sky. And then left hand comes down behind you. Fingers face away from your body. Press down into your left hand, press down into your right heel, lift your hips. You can root down through your right foot once your hips are lifted. So strong through your right leg. Reach, again, right side body really long. Turn your heart to look up if you want, like a modified wild thing. So wherever you go, big breath, length, space. One more round. Maybe an exhale out your mouth. Let it go, come on down. All right, take both legs out in front of you. Give them a little shake out. And I like Christine's idea. Let's do one just regular seated forward fold. So take your inner thighs, move them out. So down and out, like your sit bones are flat on the ground, your butt cheeks are out of the way. Flex your toes. Press down through your heels. And if you already feel like you're gonna fall backwards, bend your knees so you feel like you can get really tall. What I want you to think about, you guys, watch this. So forward fold, I don't want my tailbone tucked under. I want my butt sticking out so I can fold from here. So same thing, you don't wanna be folding from here, butt sticks out, heart forward, yes? So you can get there however you want. If you want, arms to the sky. Already, feel like your butt is sticking out, big inhale. Lead with your heart, swan dive down. So reach your heart like you're trying to reach it past your knees, and you can relax, let your hands come down, grab wherever they can reach. Maybe it's your shins, maybe it's your ankles, maybe it's your feet. Keep your toes flexed. Try to reach your butt towards the back wall. Lengthen through your low spine. At the end of each exhale, navel to spine connection. Fold a little deeper. Take just 2 more rounds. End of your second exhale, roll up ever so slowly. So 1 vertebra at a time. And then once you've kind of rolled up through your upper body, we're gonna take it all the way down. So you might need to adjust, but see if you can lower slowly onto your back. Arms continue to reach forward. And then navel to spine, hollow out your belly. 1 vertebra at a time, lower down. Try not to lift your legs. So there's gonna be one part that's super hard. Navel to spine, stay strong. Once you're on your back, full body stretch, arms long, legs long. Pull yourself apart. Brian's like, I have no room, I'm 7 feet tall. Take a big inhale. And then exhale, draw your knees in and just take a gentle rock. Massage your low back against the earth. And then eventually turn it into a happy baby. So a few rounds in happy baby, just rock it out, neutralize your spine, maybe straighten one leg and then the other. From your happy baby, about 10 breaths, 10 to 15 breaths to move into your final relaxation. So any last poses, any finishing movements that your body is still calling for, Go there. Maybe one last inversion, one last heart opener, hip opener. Maybe you want to go straight into your Shavasana. You're ready for it. Totally fine. So feel around. What does your body need to finish up your practice for you? And then as you feel ready, my friends, just slowly make your transition into your final relaxation, your final resting pose. And this is just a really short and sweet quote today. It says, "The body is wise and innately self-healing. The most potent medicine is within." The body is wise and innately self-healing. The most potent medicine is within. So go inward. Listen to what your body is saying to you. Notice what's going on inside of you. Not avoiding, not suppressing, not hiding, not even controlling, just allowing. So for these last few moments, you are this big, vast, spacious, just this big, wide open space for energy to move through, for energy to come and go. You just get to witness it and watch it. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And just slowly, gently bring movement into your body once again. So maybe just wiggling fingers, toes, rolling out wrists and ankles, maybe even giving yourself a little temple massage. And then roll onto your side body fetal position, either side, and give yourself one last moment just to rest there, just to be held and cradled by the earth. Take one last moment to come back to your own personal intention and visualize it in some way, shape, or form, just absorbing into you, seeping into you. I like to imagine stardust just twinkling in, becoming part of you. Using the strength in your arms, guide yourself up to a seat, ending right where we began, seated meditation. Feel into the length in your spine, back of your neck. Close your eyes and gather your hands to your heart. Just bow your head to your heart and acknowledge yourself for being here, for showing up, taking time to slow down and go inward. Thank you so much for letting me guide you. Namaste. You're so welcome. Thank you, everybody, for being here. If you have questions, you can always ask. You want to stay for Restore? Love to have you. And have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Ruby found your spot. Yeah. Hello. Thanks so much. Hi, David. Cutie patootie. This is David. This is my husband. Have you ever met him? This is David Dean. I've told you about him. He owns like Tabula Rasa or remember I told you he's rad. He's a rad. Yes. Thank you, Zoomies. I forgot to say bye. Thank you. Love you, Mom.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye.
You're welcome.